Hey class, time for us to get into some angles today. So we're going to focus on major angles. First, let's talk about what is an angle. Well, there are three things that we need to know about what creates an angle. It's made of two rays. Remember rays that go in either direction. They connect at a common endpoint, also known as the vertex. So where the rays connect, that would be called the vertex. And angles are measured in what we call degrees, not like Celsius and Fahrenheit degrees like temperature, but another way of measuring. You have to use a protractor to be able to measure those. We're going to first talk about right angles. Say that with me. Take your finger, your pointer finger, and your thumb, and then make like an L and say right angles. Right angles equal exactly 90 degrees. Think of like a corner of a sheet of paper, like this corner, that corner, every corner actually of the sheet of paper would be considered a right angle. And think of when we talked about perpendicular lines, where the two lines meet at a right angle, this is considered a right angle. So on my picture over here, we have this right angle. Notice that we have two rays. One ray going vertically up and another ray going vertically to the right. Right angles, again, must measure exactly 90 degrees. Here are some examples of some right angles. All of these are right angles, okay? They all measured to be 90 degrees exactly with a little corner there, and they're all measured where they have two rays going in either direction, right? Now let's talk about acute angles. Acute little angles, okay? They are less than 90 degrees. Think of like acute means small, and it actually does. Something that's acute is small. Anytime you hear that word, like even when it comes to doctors, they're talking about something that's smaller. I like to think of like, and it's less than 90 degrees, so that's what we're showing here. I like to think of like a little baby, a cute little baby. Okay, isn't that cute little baby? It's cute, small. So we have right angles. Then we have acute little babies. Right, acute angles are two angles that intersect at oblique lines, and we have two of these angles here when you have oblique lines, all right? So here is our right angle, and again, it is less than 90 degrees. Acute angles are less than 90 degrees. Here are some examples of acute angles. All of these measure to be less than 90 degrees. So like this is 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 62 degrees, 45 degrees. We don't know how many degrees, but it says less than 90. So these are all acute angles, cute little babies. Let's go on to our third type of angle. Obtuse angles. Oh yes, one of my favorite angles because they are greater than 90 degrees. Think of obtuse being big. So I like to think of obtuse, okay? We have right angles that are exactly 90 degrees. We have acute angles that are less than 90 degrees. And then we have obtuse angles. These angles are more than 90 degrees, but they are less than 180 degrees. They're big, huge, obese angles, right? They are two angles in oblique lines. So if you see here, we have 90 degrees, and then we also have this angle here that's going out to make it further than 90 degrees. This is 120 degrees here. So we would say that this is a obtuse angle. It is greater than 90 degrees. Here are some examples of obtuse angles. We have this angle, again, 120 degrees. This one's 112 degrees. This is 106 degrees. I challenge you to pause the video and to try to figure out on your own the difference of all three of these angles compared to the 90-degree angle. Like, what would be the difference between them? That makes subtract. All right, our fourth type of angle, which most people don't even realize is an angle, is what we call a straight angle. They're exactly 180 degrees. Think of like a straight line with a point in the middle. So right here we have this straight line, but there's a point in the middle. which shows that the measurement of this angle is exactly 180 degrees. Notice that it takes two right angles together, like back to back, like this. If I could do it with my hands, I can't, but it would create a straight angle, 180 degrees. A vertex must be in the middle for it to be considered a straight angle. So like without this vertex, it's just a straight line. But with the vertex, it creates a straight angle. And again, all lines are not straight angles, but all straight angles must measure to be 180 degrees. Here are examples of straight angles of all of these here. And again, all of them measure to be exactly 180 degrees, no matter what direction they're facing. All right, at this time, if you need to pause the video and rewind it to go back, you can, because we're going to review some. So if you're not sure that you know a right angle, a cute little baby, obtuse, and straight, you might want to go back so that you make sure you know all of those, you know the degree measurements, and that you could tell them by looking at a picture or by looking at just the degrees. But for those of you who are ready, we're going to move on. Looking at this picture, there are angles in all types of shapes. Can you determine which of these angles are like the right angle, the obtuse angle, the acute angle? Can you determine which is which? Let's see if you can. Well, obviously, this corner right here, that's the right angle. It's exactly 90 degrees. We have another right angle here, okay? Right here, this one's larger than 90 degrees. This would be obtuse. And this one's smaller. It's a cute little angle. So it is acute. So we have right, obtuse, and acute. Oh, and the shape, quadrilateral, exactly 4 sides. So we're going to be coming up to next. Let's do our game. Game of angles. All right. Can you name that angle? I'm going to move myself out of the way so you can see all the angles. There you are. First angle. I moved out of the way. Okay, here we go. First angle. Can you name that angle? Can you name this angle? What about this angle? How about our fourth angle? Our fifth angle? And our sixth angle? We have 6 angles. Can you name them? If you need to pause the video, you can. Let's see how well we do. Our first angle. It's a right angle. If you got that right, give yourselves a round of applause. All right, let's go to our second one. This one right here. Obtuse. If you got that right, give yourselves a round of applause. Good job. All right, our third angle. It's a cute little angle. All right, that one's smaller than 90 degrees. If you got that right, also give yourself a round of applause. And our fourth angle. Another cute little angle. Did you get that one right? Hope so. Round of applause. And our fourth one, this one right here that's going straight, it is a straight angle. Round of applause, please. Let's get a round of applause. Got my Beyonce on. All right, and then our last angle, it would be obtuse. All right, good job, class, on getting all of those, hopefully, right? If you got any of them wrong, go back, rewatch the video to make sure that you know it. All types of angles. These are all the types of angles. So these first 4 are the types of angles that we reviewed, and these are the ones that you need to know right now as a 5th grader, soon to be 6th grader. So that would be a cute little angle, a right angle, obtuse, and straight. Cute little angle, right angle, obtuse, and straight. Those are the 4 angles that you need to know now. Now, when you get to sixth grade and seventh grade in middle school, you'll start talking about a reflex angle, which is a definition here, and then a revolution, which sometimes has different names. It's called a revolution angle, it's called a complex angle, it's called a full angle. So these are all things that you'll need to know later in life, but for us, you need these 4 angles, okay? Well, kiddos, that's it for me. We're done. There's not much else that we can do. Make sure that you work hard to complete all of your assignments so that you know everything that you need to. Make sure you submit your assignments so that you get credit for them, and so that I know what you know and I can give you a grade for that. Again, as always, on Thursdays at 5:30, we will have our Screencastify, not Screencastify, I'm sorry, Google Hangout. I would love to see all of you there. There was about 9 of you guys that showed up last time, which was pretty cool. This time, come prepared with paper and pencil. Also, look forward to having some rules that will be listed beforehand, making sure it's quiet in the background. So if you've got some brothers and sisters that are loud, Ava did this last time, which is really cool. She stepped outside to make sure that it's quiet in the background. But make sure you have paper and pencil. Make sure that it's quiet because we're going to actually start working on some lessons. So I hope to see you all there, literally see you there. And you guys take care. Do your very best. See you guys soon.